Sean Diddy Combs is locked up in a federal jail that has been plagued by harsh conditions and violence. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn has seen multiple deaths in recent years. An inmate was stabbed to death in July, and several others have died by... It's these reasons, among others, that Combs' lawyers are fighting to get him out of there. They want him released on bail, rather than being kept in jail while he awaits trial on charges. Combs is just the latest high-profile defendant to be locked up at MDC Brooklyn. Before him, there were R. Kelly, Ghislaine Maxwell, and crypto scammer Sam Bankman-Fried.
Diddy is currently incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, which is infamous for its harsh conditions. This facility is considered one of the most dangerous in the nation, plagued by overcrowding, frequent confrontations, and insufficient resources. Life at MDC stands in stark contrast to the luxury Diddy is used to, as survival demands navigating a landscape filled with misconduct, limited supplies, and psychological hardships.
You say his fame makes him a target.
Yes, in my humble estimation, his life, his safety is in jeopardy in any correctional lockup right now. If it is true, as reported, that he is housed in the special housing unit, it's important to note that the special housing unit is a lockdown, 24-hour lockdown unit. The MDC Brooklyn is a high-rise. The vast majority of the floors are general population floors. But the special housing unit is a 24-hour lockdown facility. So this is for Mr. Combs' protection. His incredible worldwide celebrity combined with the allegations, the charges now, and indictment, of course, of acts of violence against women make him a very attractive target.
All right.
Obviously, they need to safeguard.
Gene Deal has indicated that Diddy may be considering certain matters while in prison, a notion supported by reports stating that Diddy was placed on suicide watch shortly after his arrest. Despite his legal team's attempts to secure his release, Diddy remains incarcerated without bail, as the judge has classified him as a flight risk and a potential danger to others.
Puff always had a problem of listening to people that he thought that was less than him. And now he gotta listen to people that got power over him, but never had as much as he had. He's gonna have a big problem in the prison system. He's gonna have a real big problem in the prison system, bro. And having to listen to those COs and having to listen to everybody that got more power than him now, from a person that had all the power in the world that we thought. Now, seems like the tables is turning. If these people have it this day way, he's gonna be spending the rest of his life in the prison system. He better hope that they want to make a deal, but I don't think so, or they want somebody else. He better hope, and he got something to offer them. Even if he got something to offer him, you gotta realize, bro, like, you got kingpins, you got people who make deals and killers. They make a deal and they still get 25, 30 years in the feds. He's about 55 years old. If he do 15 years, that's 70 years. When he come out, he's 70 years old. He may not want to live like that. And then what he coming out to at 70 years old? He'll still have probably a little money to do something, but not to do nothing.
Former mobster Ori Spoto recently shared his insights on the grim realities of the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where Diddy is currently held. Spoto's depiction of life in the facility, gritty and fraught with psychological challenges, paints a stark contrast for someone accustomed to a life of luxury.
She is worse than what he's done, all right? But let me tell you about Essex County. Essex County My friend says it's the worst in New Jersey. It's a very serious jail. People get beat up left and right. The Bloods and Muslims control everything there. He will be in PC or he's going to have to pay. Now let me tell you, a guy like Diddy with money, they put him in general population, he's going to be paying a lot of people. A lot of families are going to be very happy because they're going to be getting monthly money from Diddy. Trust me on that. All right? My friend said it was the worst spot, constant lockdowns, and the food was beyond disgusting. Now he said it was beyond disgusting there. He's saying that it was great at MDC when we were first there, and it was disgusting. All right? But he said it might be better for him because MDC is really now, and the MS-13 are controlling. From what I hear, MS-13 is now controlling MDC. These are folks, this is information that came from somebody who just got released and knows these prisons. So I don't know why this attorney wants to get him transferred from MDC to Essex. It's like from worse to worse. But anyways, that's their choice. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Bureau of Prisons. Why are they so dilapidated? They have a budget, all right, of $80.7 billion a year to run these prisons. But they're not making any improvements.
Reports indicate that Diddy is not merely enduring his imprisonment in silence. According to public discussions, he has reportedly started naming other high-profile individuals implicated in similar criminal activities. On the P podcast, Gene Deal delved into the ramifications of Diddy's arrest, suggesting that he may not be the only one involved in these alleged crimes. Could this case potentially uncover a larger criminal network within the entertainment industry?
Somebody close to the big guy. Yeah, speaking of Al Capone, I actually have a question for PBD because, you know, there's two things that they said in this thing right here. They said he's denied bail after pleading not guilty to trafficking.
Yep.
And then the other thing was racketeering charges. We've seen what's going on with trafficking, that he's in jail. He's literally in jail right now. He's denied bail. You know, Diddy's famous lines, take that, take that. I don't know what's going on in jail right now, but hopefully it's not
he probably
verbatim out there.
loving that, right? They're like,
we'll see what happens there. But the racketeering thing, I mean, you've interviewed Sammy the Bull and Michael Francis, and the list goes on and on and all. The whole RICO charges. You know, the whole concept of racketeering is that you're in an illegitimate business, basically disguising as a real business, but it's actually fraudulent, bribery, fraud, laundering, embezzlement. What's the RICO? What's the racketeering in your opinion of what could potentially be going on with Diddy, just based on everyone you've interviewed?
Well, there's so many categories to it, right? I mean, you get to pick and choose. They get to pick and choose.
Sure.
The way they wrote this law allows them to go after people for different reasons. Okay, you pick and choose which one this is. He's in most of them.
yeah.
He's in most of them, if you think about it, right? With the stories that's coming out. By the way, think about, so Stephen A. Smith yesterday is doing a show with another guy that they have on, and the other guy says, this isn't just about Diddy. Diddy's life is on the line right now. And people, I mean, it's just, at any point, anything could happen to him. Forget about the fact that, you know, he's got a lot of risk on the line. Think about him, the comparison with him and Epstein, right? Here's a story. Meet Sean Diddy Combs' manipulator-in-chief, who was once compared to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, they called him the Black Epstein.
Let me read this to you.
Find that picture.
Christina Karam, chief of staff at Combs Enterprises and described as Diddy as his right hand, is alleged to be the manipulator-in-chief in federal investigation as close source, claims she knows everything about Combs' alleged trafficking activities, although she's not been arrested or charged.
The arrest has sparked renewed public interest in the enigmatic death of Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner. Many have speculated that her passing, which was initially attributed to pneumonia, may involve foul play, with some even pointing to Diddy as a suspect. Additionally, Gene Deal recalled a similar incident from 1991 when Diddy allegedly attempted to take his own life. The drastic shift from his lavish lifestyle to incarceration could leave him in a highly vulnerable state.
God, Gene Deal, we got a lot to get into, man. I guess we can start with Diddy being put up. How you feel about that? Man, Watts, you know, it's the #1 cause of death statistically in the prison system. In order for him to get on Watts, he just can't say, I'm gonna commit. You know, that helps. But he has to go through he has to have a psych evaluation. He has to, the correction officer, they had to monitor him and see what he has, you know, we've been doing. Has he been crying all night? You know, those are some of the criteria. You know, saying that you're gonna commit crying all night, doing some kind of self-mutilation, or trying to harm yourself, because everybody think of you in a good situation. Once they put you in spots, bruh, you gotta go to a cell, like a padded cell, by yourself with very little or no clothes on. You understand what I'm saying? So that's watch. When I heard it, it didn't. I wasn't surprised. You know, somebody who lived in mansions, travel all over the world, somebody who could go into any hotel, have any and everything at his beck and call. Now he's in a room that's a 10 by 10, if that, a cell. Bruh, if he was going to commit and he was on the outside during those city college days, just imagine what he's going to do or try to do while he's in prison and he don't have his cell phone, he don't have no maids. You understand? The correction officers who's making about 40, 50,000, or, you know, if you're starting, you know, cussing them out, telling them all kinds, and the inmates, everybody talking crazy to him because what he done. He might think it's better off to commit, be in a situation like that, bro. It might be better off to commit to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that. I believe your life don't belong to you. Your life belongs to God and the people around you that you take care of and do what you need to do as a man. But him saying that, them putting him on watch, I could see that, man, but that ain't a good situation for nobody. You see what happened to Jeffrey Epstein? He was on, right? Who was watching him while he was committing? And that's crazy, man. So, I don't have no feelings about it, man. You know, cause I'm the type of dude. Yo, if somebody want to kill themselves, let them.
In an unexpected twist, Suge Knight, currently serving time in prison, issued a chilling warning to Diddy through his own podcast. Knight claimed that Diddy's knowledge of various secrets within the music industry and his criminal connections could put him in serious danger. The denial of bail has thrust Diddy into a harsh reality, starkly contrasting with his former luxurious lifestyle. Despite the mounting accusations, Diddy's legal team maintains his innocence, with attorney Mark Agnifilo arguing that the charges constitute an unjust prosecution targeting his client.
I spent the evening with him. I was with him until about 1 o'clock. His spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing with this head on, the way he's dealt with every challenge in his life. and he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges. We know what the charges are going to be without seeing the indictment. It's going to be racketeering. It's going to be things along those lines. This is what we've been expecting since the searches in March. He, to his great credit, he voluntarily came to New York. Not a lot of defendants do that. He came to New York to basically engage the court system and start the case, and it'll start today.
Years ago, during an appearance on The Ellen Show, Ellen DeGeneres jokingly asked Diddy which of his personas Puffy Daddy or Diddy he identified with at the time. In retrospect, this moment carries a new significance in light of the current revelations about his life and actions. Ellen's playful tone from back then now feels unsettlingly prescient.
All right, we're back with Sean Diddy Combs. Is it Diddy today? Because sometimes you're Puffy and sometimes you're Diddy. Or sometimes you're Daddy. What are you today?
I'm so confused today, but as long as you say it in a nice way.
All right. Yeah. Diddy.
This right here is the new Ciroc Mango. That was just a tacky product placement.
That's all right.
It's all right, but I needed a drink.
Yep.
And here's to us.
Yeah. All right. What do you have there? What's that?
Oh, that's something I brought for Portia.
She's not here.
No, but you was going to give it to her as a gift.
All right. Then I'll say it's mine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's sweet. Well, what about for me? Aw, look at that. That's so sweet. Thank you. How come it's for Portia and not me?
Because you're going to have her wear it. And,
All right.
Yo, Ellen, we go so far back. You don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear t-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right. Let's...
I mean...
You hold that.
Okay.
All right.
I got this.
No, it's okay.
I don't want no problem.
No, it's okay.
Hey, so, cheers. Hey! Ellen, I heard you were sick, and look what I got you. Your boy. So whenever you get sick, you can have this.
Aw, thank you so much. That's sweet. I probably won't wear it, but Portia would. You have 5 seconds. You have to go really, really fast. You have to name 3 things in whatever category that, yeah, you'll need more of that. Definitely that speeds you up. So he's going to name a category, and we have to name 3 things in that category in 5 seconds.
Yes.
I'll start first, and then you hit this as soon as you have said them so that you
Okay.
All right, and I'll start, and then you'll see what this is like, and then it'll be your turn.
I got you.
Okay.
Ellen, name 3 things you do in Vegas.
You gamble, you watch shows, and you sleep.
All right, Diddy. Name 3 things you've done at 3 a.m. I'm always up at 3 a.m., so I'm having the music, and I'm thinking about what I have to do at 7 a.m.
Diddy's downfall marks a significant moment in the music and entertainment industry. For years, he has evaded consequences due to his wealth and status. What implications does Diddy's arrest hold for the future of hip-hop and the broader entertainment landscape?
Number 1 story is Sean P. Diddy Combs being denied bail and having to sit in jail until a racketeering case is in front of a judge. This is a really, really big deal. So a New York federal judge denied him at an arraignment hearing on Tuesday. Listen, he is huge, executive, very powerful person, and unfortunately that came back to bite him in the because The charges that were unsealed earlier this week accused Combs of running a decades-long racketeering conspiracy that included forced labor, arson, bribery. If he is convicted on all these charges, he potentially faces a sentence of life in prison. So there was an initial hearing on Tuesday in front of a Manhattan courtroom, which obviously was packed full of reporters and everyone wanting to see what the heck was going on. He pled not guilty to each of the 3 charges he was facing. His attorney also requested, get this, that he be released on a $50 million bond. Like, you're going to the judge saying, we will pay you $50 million to make sure he does not sit behind bars for the next whatever couple weeks. And they also said, we'll surrender his passport, we'll submit to constant monitoring, we'll sell his private jet, just let him out of jail. And the judge was like, I'm gonna side with the prosecutors, who basically had said that they warned that he's a billionaire. He is still an executive. He posts a flight risk and has the means to really flee what am I trying to say? Undetected. Flee undetected is what he said. Flight risk.
Yeah.
And that he also could go and intimidate witnesses if he's released. So she ruled, sorry, no. I agree with the prosecution. He needs to remain behind bars. So a massive loss for him. You know, it's funny because you always talk about, oh, these people are so wealthy and so successful. And this is the one time that success bites you. Goes, yeah, you know, you're right. If we let him go, there's a chance that we never get him back here. We even brought him to New York. We brought him here so he could be arrested, and the judge still said, nope, not having it.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for more next time.